An I-team investigation has uncovered complaints about the dealings of a self-proclaimed Tampa real estate guru. As Chief Investigator Alan Cohn reports, they involve big money, big promises, and big heartache.
It was a house William Brewer had to get rid of ASAP. His job with the Army Corps of Engineers was taking him from Tampa to Vandenberg Air Force Base in California.
I made the decision I wanted to sell the property because I wasn't able to afford it at the time.
So Brewer found someone to rent his home, then buy it. David Griffin, a Tampa businessman who describes himself on his LinkedIn page as self-made millionaire, entrepreneur, real estate guru, short sales specialist, and man of God.
Sir, we would like to ask you a couple questions.
The same David Griffin who couldn't leave fast enough when we tried asking him how Brewer says his Tampa home was mysteriously transferred to Griffin's name in documents filed with the Hillsborough County Clerk of Courts.
I was astounded, that something like this could happen.
Brewer has filed a lawsuit in Hillsborough County Circuit Court claiming Griffin signed a lease-to-own agreement with him. The suit claiming Griffin moved his family into Brewer's Tampa home, failed to pay rent after the first 2 months, then transferred the house to his name, even though it is Brewer's homesteaded property.
They stopped paying any kind of rent. They forged documents and had the house transferred into their name.
Brewer says he had no reason to suspect Griffin was anything other than what he said he was. Look online at his public Facebook and LinkedIn pages, and what you find is the very picture of success. Owner of Bay to Bay Area Holdings and MRC Solutions. We did find several arrests on minor charges and no convictions, including a 2007 arrest for grand theft. According to the arrest warrant, he cashed a $55,000 stolen cashier's check. Although prosecutors later dropped the case, Synovus Bank got a civil judgment.
He appeared to have this very large, successful operation going on. It seemed very legitimate to us.
But as the I-team discovered, there are other complaints about Griffin and his business practices. Lynn Kuchara and her boyfriend Andrew Morgan say they wound up investing and losing $150,000 with Griffin and his company Bay to Bay Solutions after befriending him and his wife.
He knew why we were coming to him. He knew that we were looking for a good investment because we suffered, financially prior to that.
The couple says they didn't have a written business agreement, but invested money with Griffin in hopes of earning money to make up for losses in the stock market. But they did provide the I-team with copies of the wire transactions.
David claimed that he could buy properties. He claimed he had all these bank relationships, and that he could buy properties at 20 cents on the dollar and then resell them to willing investors. He has a whole lineup, apparently, of investors that would buy them at 40 cents on the dollar. And he would just buy and flip.
Kuchara says the deals never happened. The couple filed a criminal complaint last month against Griffin with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office after they say Griffin refused to return their money and stopped returning their phone calls. Morgan even tried to talk to him at this Tampa restaurant owned by his wife where they held previous business meetings.
At that point, I was at my limit, and I went into the back and confronted him. It became a little bit of a yelling altercation.
Griffin acknowledged to us Morgan and Kuchara were his business partners, but as we said, he wasn't willing to talk to us on camera about their allegations or the complaints of William Brewer.
The Sheriff's Department says it will look into Morgan and Kuchara's complaint and William Brewer's lawsuit. The lesson, a spokesperson says, is no matter how much money is on the line, get a business agreement in writing. Alan Cohn, ABC Action News.